decoding what I need. My spirit is lightning, for freedom I'm fighting.
And I started to look at my job, and I started to look at everybody's sad faces every day. A woman came up to me and said, "Trevor, you have so much talent with your music and your art and your writing and whatever it be that you do. You're a natural born leader, blah blah blah. Trevor, you've got to get out of this warehouse. If you don't leave this warehouse, you're gonna end up turning around one day, and 40 years are gonna have passed, and you're gonna be me sitting here stuck, trapped in a warehouse. You've got to leave." And she didn't know that really fucking it really turned a switch in my brain, and my brain started turning, and I started thinking, like, what is this life, and why have we allowed ourselves freely to be so taken advantage of, you know? And I started to look at my job, and I started to see all the sad faces and all the people who were sad. The truth be it, because they had sold their soul. They had given up their lives to somebody else. Last night I researched the definition of slavery because I had seen it on a movie. So I was like, what is the definition? Slavery's basically definition is working extremely hard. It's a toil, I think. Uh, Being owned by somebody else, working for them, and sacrificing your moral and ethical values for the sake of somebody else. Somebody else makes your rights. Even one definition said working 14 hours would be slavery. And last night I was like, wow, shit, that's weird, because the job I used to work at, on occasion, they would make people work 14 hours. And if you think that's exaggerated, and on regular days, people would work like 12 hours. People would work, at least people would work from 6 to 5, 11 hours, longer, if that. And people always asked. And the management always used to say to us, you know, don't forget about your family. Forget about your plans. You work here. We're your family. In other words, fuck your life. You have something to do here. And I started to see how they would have food in the office, and it was sad to me, because I would walk into the office and I would see all these people, like, chatting and talking and laughing, and they would cater in for them, and they would always have cookies in there and cakes and pies and things. And I thought to myself, man, that is so sad, because us, the real workhorses of the company, out in the warehouse, we can't talk, we can't laugh, we can't conversate, we can't eat anything out there, we can't celebrate, we can't. I mean, basically, you are submitting to a machine lifestyle. You're a person who has been downgraded to that of a machine. Because what are you? As if you're a sentient being, you're a human being. What are you? Your emotions, right? You are some type of communicative being, some type of communicative sentient being. And when you take that away from somebody, you take away smiles, love, kindness, compassion, communication. Then what are you but a robot? And I started to see it. I started to see in meetings how they would actually talk down to people. And there was even a time, if anybody lives, that's listening to this video, watching it, knows the huge blizzard of, it was like 2009, 2010, where 2009, 2010, 2011, where it was like people got snowed in their houses. There was like feet of snow. It was like record in my life, at least. I've been alive 27 years, and I think that's the biggest shit I've ever seen. They were trying to make people come in at first, and it was like, I thought to myself, holy shit, there is no regard for our lives. There was no question of what does this person want for this life? What makes this person happy? Is this person healthy? Is this person mentally sound? And I mean, it ate at me. It fucking ate at me. And I thought to myself, I'm gonna quit. And I just had it one day, and my boss just like really disrespected me and talked all this shit to me. And I was like, I'm not gonna deal with this disrespect anymore in my life. I don't deserve this. You know, I don't treat people like this. Why would I ever submit to such a thing? Then I was too scared, as all human beings are, probably 95% of us. And I was like everybody else. I was like, I can't do that. I need this job. They are my life. This is my livelihood. Blah, blah, blah. So I stayed. And this kind of thing happened every like 3 months. I would be decent for 3 months. Then after that, I'd be like, you know, and something would happen where they would make us work a holiday or force me to work a 14-hour day or tell me that I can't see my family on holidays. And, you know, these things would progressively happen. And every single time I was like, how dare you tell me to do such a fucking thing? How dare you tell me not to forget about my family? How dare you disrespect me in front of a group of people at a meeting? How dare you tell me to forget who I am to make you your money? How dare you have me work so much to make you your money and then give me a 15-cent raise? You know, how dare you ask me to do all these things, and then when I ask for a little piece of bread, I don't have a fucking pot to piss in or a bite to eat. And in the beginning of 2012, it's been about a year and a half now, I was like, fuck this bullshit. Fuck the bullshit. Remind me. I'm gonna name this video "Fuck the Bullshit." And you know, I had a girlfriend at the time, and I was like, shit, I'm gonna dump my 401k. I'm gonna take some money, and I'm just gonna travel. And me and her together, we would have had a good amount of money. Since I don't have it now, I'm not worried to say it publicly. It was gonna be like $12,000 was the estimated amount, and it was like, I thought to myself, $12,000, shit. If we really to tie up a lot of loose ends, don't have a lot of bills. I mean, $12,000. You know, eat slim. Really try to find, you know, the tent out and blah blah blah. Sleep in the car, and we would probably have been able to live for like a year.
Fighting for the main thing, to maintain my mind frame. I maintain cause light came with wisdom. I might gain a foothold in this game. Some people might think same, some people think I'm lame cause I let peace reign, but they wouldn't know wisdom if it smack hit them in the face. I hit them with the taste of what life would be like without salty mugs, black hearts.